Greetings, fellow artistes, and welcome to You Saw It, Now Draw It. My name is Scott Gabala Broxome, and I'm an illustrator, author of children's books, and a caricaturist. And that's sort of what I look like. And today, I'm going to show you how to draw an African elephant, just like this. Now, the difference between an African elephant and an Asian elephant is primarily their ears. Asian elephants have smaller ears, but I just found out that there's two different kinds of African elephants. An African bush elephant and an African forest elephant. And today, we're actually going to draw the forest elephant. So let me put this up here. And let's get started. Couple quick things. African elephants, their tusks, both males and females have tusks. The Asian elephants, only the male elephants have tusks. They live to be about 70 years old, and I found out that the one thing they're most afraid of are bees, which I thought was kind of interesting. So, and they do have great memories, by the way. All right, when we start to draw this elephant, things we have to look for are the shapes first. Sometimes you can go from the top of the page to the bottom, but other times, in this particular case, it's best to start in the middle, looking for the shapes, and then after you have the shapes down, adding one of my favorite D words, details. I love details, but we're going to get that after the shapes. So to look for the shapes in this elephant, if I covered the legs and the head and kind of the ears, so we're just kind of looking at this middle part, we sort of have what kind of shape? It's kind of an oval shape, isn't it? So if we start on our paper here, and just that middle part, let's draw an oval shape, kind of like this. All right. We're starting with the middle, with the oval. Now we're going to add the other parts. We'll try the head here. All right, we're going to wait on the ear. This is the oval, the head, which, again, if I cover this up, kind of looks like another oval, doesn't it? So over on this side, let's put an oval, kind of like a little bit higher, coming around like this. So it's an oval up on its end. We can erase that a little. Okay, we can actually erase this part of the big oval too. All right, so we've got the shape for the head, we've got the body over here. Let's put in the ear. Now the ear here, if you look at this, it kind of looks like almost like a triangle with a little bump on the top. So if we go to the side of the head here, we come down here, just kind of make a triangle shape, kind of curved a little bit at the top, like that. Almost looks like a slice of pizza. All right, and we'll round this. We can round this off at the bottom here because it's rounded there. Okay. Then we're going to come over here and add the trunk. Now with this elephant's head, this is the oval shape, but what's happening here, if we come down this oval here, we come out a little bit. See how it bumps out a little bit there, which is where his other eye would be on the other side. We'll bring that in a little bit, and then we're going to bring the trunk, which kind of looks like, again here, if we kind of base this, the trunk is going to come almost all the way down to the bottom here and turn around. It kind of looks like a backwards J almost. What we're going to do is come back up here. We're not going to go to the other side. We're going to move over a little bit here and bring the line down, get a little closer as you get farther down till you get to the end, and then right at the end, put a little letter C right there at the bottom of the trunk. Okay. Then what we're going to do, come back up here, and right up here, there's sort of a curved slanted line here where the tusk is coming out. And on the other side here, kind of like that bump for the eye, we have another little bump coming out over here for the second tusk. So a little curved slanted line here, and then another little bump over to here on the other side of the trunk. Then take your pencil, draw a curved line coming out like this and stop. Turn around and bring it back like that. Come over to the other side here. This one's coming down here, doesn't quite go to this side of the trunk, right? It stops right there. We'll turn the pencil around and we'll bring it right back up like that. And then what you can do is take your eraser and erase a little bit inside that tusk like that. And then take your pencil. What we're going to do is we're going to draw a line that comes up like this, kind of like a smile almost, and a shorter one on the other side. The elephant's eye, which is a tiny circle to start with, is right above that. Okay? The elephants always look like they're half asleep, so we're going to put a line that separates it like that. Then what we're going to do is take your pencil and draw very lightly a few little circles going around that like this. All those wonderful wrinkles going around. Okay, we're going to stop with that for a second. We're going to go over to the other side here. Let's start with these legs. Let's go to the end of the elephant here. What we're going to do is right at the end of this oval, we're going to come down with a straight line partway and stop, and then bend it over to the side like this. Just about at the same length here as the trunk, far down here. But at the end here, what we're going to do is draw another slanted line, draw a line over like this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come up, try to make it a little wider as you get up to the body here. Now, if your leg is a little skinnier, you can always fix it, right? Erase it, make it a little bit wider. Then what we're going to do is from here, we're going to bring another line that comes down like this, straight over. What we're going to do is we're going to come up a little bit like that, and then we're going to bring it up and right touching the oval shape like that. Well, let's see, that kind of looks a little strange. We better add a couple more legs here, right? So underneath this triangle pizza shape ear, what we're going to do is we're going to come down the pizza shape a little bit, and what we're going to do is see this curved line here. We're going to draw the line curving down like this, and then we're going to angle the line a little bit more like that. Bring it straight over again, bring it in like this a little bit, and then we're going to go right up till it touches the body, the oval shape. We're going to move over a little bit, bring it down the other way like this, bring it over, and bring that leg up like this. Okay, I'll give you just a second to catch up here. So once again, we came straight down and curved it over. Another little curve like that, because the foot is lifting up. Straight over like this. We're going up, bringing it down like this, like an arch. Over again and up. We're going to skip over a little bit. Right up here, bring it down like this. Another slanted line. Over again, another arch, and bring it up again. What you can do too is erase this part of the oval like that. That's a little bit better. And then even up in here, this back leg will erase this part too. Okay. Now I noticed that in my ear here, that we should come down a little bit lower like this, because there's a little bit of space here, isn't there? So I just erase that part there like that. We can go into the ear and erase this here too. I'll give you a chance to catch up. So we're getting there. So we basically have most of the shapes. We can start to add some of that great D word, the details. So what I'm seeing here, I see 3 toenails, 1, 2, 3. Just see 2 here, and 1, 2, 3. And all they basically are half circles. 1, 2, 3 on this foot. We'll go over to this one here, 1, 2, 3. This one just has 2. And then this one over here, and I made my trunk a little bit too long there, but there should be, I'll just squeeze in one more over here like that. Let's see. Oh, the wonderful wrinkles on the nose here. So what we're going to do with these, it's going to be a slight curved line like this. We're going to go down the nose like this. As we get down farther, they do get closer together. And then very close till they get right to the end of that snout. And then if you'd like, very carefully for a detail, I also see lines coming down like this. So draw just a few lines coming down like this. There's some wrinkles in the ear here. I'll give you a chance to catch up on the nose there. So what I see here, I see a few lines coming down into the ear like this. And then let's see, finish this off here. There's some, kind of looks like sideways parentheses here for where the knees would be. There's a line right here that curves up. And I know this is a little bit of the tail showing there. So we're going to do what artists call fudging a little bit. We're going to put the tail, 2 thin lines together with a little, maybe, what should I call that? Football shape for the end of the tail. And then to finish it off, this does come up a little bit. There's this little bump. So I'm going to come up like this and then down just a little bit to finish off our elephant. And before we're done, because it kind of looks like the elephant is floating in air, and I didn't put a background in there, and that might be something that'd be good to cover in another drawing lesson here, is just put a little bit of shadow here underneath the elephant so that it looks like she or he is standing on the ground. And there you go. We basically have our elephant, and that's what we did, starting with the shapes and then adding the details. So how did you do? I bet you did a great job. Well, until next time, keep on sketching and draw some awesome pictures.